Let's talk about getting the right people involved in business continuity. This seems to be a struggle for a lot of programs, and I've talked to a lot of people about it over the last couple of weeks. So what do I mean when I say the right people? Well, first of all, I'm talking about people across the business continuity program. So that could be steering committee members, that could be department coordinators and departmental planners. It could be people on your own team, the program manager themselves, or even members of the program manager's team. So it could be anywhere in the business continuity program. And when I say the right people, let me give you a few examples of what I see that seems to be indicators of some of the wrong people. So for example, I think a lot of people have lived this particular example where you have a department coordinator or a participant in the business continuity program and they just don't show up to meetings. You set up a meeting, we schedule it and they accept, and you go to the meeting and nobody appears. Or they cancel at the last minute because something important came up, production issues, those types of things. These types of things happen a lot, and over the course of a pattern, over the course of time, you start to see a pattern emerge where they just don't want anything to do with the business continuity program. At least that's what it seems. I call those people the ghost. They ghost you and then they're gone. One of the types of people that I see are the people that never remember anything. You maybe sat down with them and reviewed their plan a few months ago, gave them some action items to go follow up on a few remaining things, sit down a couple of weeks later, and what's the status on the action items? Oh, well, I'm really surprised. I didn't realize that I had anything. I thought we were all complete and set. I thought you were going to take them maybe. You hear a lot of these types of excuses, but at the end of the day, they just kind of forget everything that comes towards them in terms of business continuity. Throw their hands up a little bit and not sure what's going on. Those are another example of the types of people that maybe they're just not the right fit for the business continuity program. Whatever the type of person that we're talking about, I've found that there are essentially three reasons why people become not the right fit for the continuity program. And they're best summarized, I think, by something that was introduced to me by Gino Wickman, who wrote the Entrepreneur's Operating System, called GWC. Get it, want it, have the capacity to do it. And so those are kind of the three reasons why people tend not to be the right fit. So for example, some people just don't get the whole idea of business continuity and what we're trying to achieve. And that's okay. It's not for everybody. Some people it's not going to click with everybody. So you got to recognize that and acknowledge that maybe they're just not the right person for the program. Second one is sometimes they don't want it. They don't want to deal with business continuity. It was shoved down their throat, and now they'll do as little as possible to be able to make it go away. That's not having the desire to want to do it. And then the third one is capacity. Some people just don't have the capacity, and that could be anything from time capacity to skills and capabilities, just not having enough time in the day to be able to do it. It could be any of those things, but that goes into the capacity bucket. And so some people, they don't have the capacity or the want or the get it to be able to be great at doing a business continuity program. And so then the question becomes, well, what should we do about it? Well, I would suggest, first of all, that we need to do something about it. That you'll never have a great program if you don't have the right people contributing to the program. So first of all, the first thing that you need to do is mentally get to the place where you recognize that something has to be done. We have to do something. And then the question becomes, well, what? What can we do to be able to get the right people into the program? And that's what I'd like your feedback on. Many of you have tons of experience with navigating challenging people issues like this. And so would you comment in the comments down below, what should we do when we find that there isn't a right fit with somebody in the business continuity program? What should we do about that? I'm going to make a follow-up video that compiles some of the best replies that I've heard from you and our customers, and we'll put something together that really showcases not just how do you find the right people, but how do you deal with problems when they do occur.